Ash wanted more than anything to be safe and warm, to slip back into the room, push the cupboard across the door and climb into bed. But he had to find Mum. He stepped into the corridor and the door closer made that strange air-sucking noise as it swung shut behind him. Ash had never felt so small and alone. His only protection was a pair of flimsy pajamas, and his soft bare feet padded on the vinyl floor, sticking with each step, reminding him how vulnerable he was. Pad shtick, pad shtick. When he reached the next door along the corridor, he stopped and stood for a long time, shivering. A strange smell settled in his nostrils, not the smell of hospitals or dental surgeries, but something else. At first it was as if the air was dead, but when he breathed deeper, filling his lungs, he tasted the odd tang of metal. There was plastic and paint, cleaning fluids, oil, chemicals, and smells flooded into him, overwhelming him. His head spun and he put out a hand to support himself against the doorframe. He had never experienced such a powerful rush of odours. They slammed into him as if someone was raining punches on him. He put his free hand to the tag round his neck and spoke under his breath. "I am Ash McCarthy. I am strong. I can do this." Whenever they went on one of Dad's days out, trying to get Ash to do something that scared him, Dad said it didn't matter how difficult or scary things were, if you could stay positive and be confident you could overcome anything. He told Ash that it helped to have some words to give you strength. He called it the McCarthy mantra, even though Ash wasn't exactly sure what that meant. "I am Ash McCarthy. I am strong. I can do this." He repeated the words over and over, picturing each one in his mind, using them to push away the overpowering mixture of smells. And as they began to fade, one smell remained, heightened above all the others. Perfume. Mum! Mum might be in there. She might be in danger. Ash gripped the door handle and turned until it clicked, then crept into the room, but there was nothing to see other than a bed, a cupboard, and a bedside table, just like his own room. There was something, though. The smell of Mum's perfume grew stronger as he approached the bed, as if someone were holding the bottle right under his nose. It was so clear. There was something else, too, something even harder to explain. When he stood beside the bed looking down at the disturbed sheets, Ash could smell his mum. It made him think of shampoo and shower gel, fresh air, and, of course, that perfume. Ash could pick out each odour. It was the strangest sensation, but what really mattered was that Mum had been here. There were even a few strands of her dark hair on the white pillowcase. In that moment, Ash felt so close to her and yet so far away, and so helpless that the panic beast almost became uncontrollable inside him. He wanted to collapse onto the bed and put his head in his hands and let the tears come, but he crushed that feeling down inside him, told himself not to be so pathetic. Maybe Mum needed his help. What use would he be to her if he just sat there and cried? Crushing his fear into a hard nugget and pressing it deep inside, Ash slipped back into the corridor and continued searching. Mum's scent fading until there was no sign she had ever been there. Pad shtick, pad shtick. Ash tried every door, checking each identical room, but found all of them empty and unused. When he finally reached the end of the corridor, he peered through the narrow glass panels on either side of the exit and onto another corridor beyond. It ran perpendicular to this one, making a T-shape, disappearing in both directions. Immediately in front of him, on the other side of the glass, was a wide set of stairs heading down. After hesitating for just a moment, Ash pushed through the exit and darted across. At least now he was going somewhere. 10 steps down, there was a small landing, and the staircase came back on itself. Ash descended further into what looked like the lobby of some kind of office building. Inside the enormous domed space, he was surrounded by tinted glass that reached high overhead, and right in the center of the tiled floor below it was a large, round reception area, like an island, a waist-high wall of dark wood polished to a brilliant shine. Just behind it,